Welcome back to another video. Yes, video of the College Buzz with yours truly, Raphael. And I'm going to be coming to you with a very special episode today. I have no guests in the studio, but it's just me coming to wherever you are, whether you're in the library, in your dorm room, whether you're lounging out on the bed, in your car, wherever you are, going through HEB aisle, grabbing little snacks for the weekend. That's all right. I'm so glad to be with you today. And I have a special episode talking about a book that has impacted my life as a college student. Now, I'm a little old school, a little old. I'm young, but I'm kind of old, and I love to read. I've read a lot of books over my day, but this particular book has definitely helped me in my college journey to not be a slave to the hurry or busy culture that has been normalized today. So I introduced to you the very good book called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. And if you're a college student, if you want to be a college student, a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, wherever you are, listen, you may want to pick this book up, whether it's in audio or the paperback or however you read books, because it's definitely helped me as a college student. So I know, like we're all college students here, and we've been so surrounded with the assignments, with tests, with quizzes, with organizations, and all of those different stuff. And this book is all about how hurry can be robbing us of peace, joy, and meaningful relationships. And you're going to be seeing me looking down a bit because I want to make sure that I've typed up some stuff. So I want to make sure that you get everything that this book has to offer, because it's impacted my life and I wanted to impact yours as well. So what is this book all about? At its core, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry is talking about how we as a society are living at a pace that is destroying, damaging our health, relationships, and how we relate to others. Like I said, busyness has become a badge of honor. It's become a normal way of life. But it's not just the busyness that we're dealing with. It's how that busyness shapes the way that we live, think, and relate to others. I love, how this book talks about that to live a life of joy, we must slow down, because when we're all on the go, we don't really enjoy the beauty of life. Back in my undergrad, I was just running, all like my commute time, just going from class to class to my dorm, wherever it go, just in the run. I didn't have time to I did choose not to have time to make conversation with people who may be walking along the sidewalk with me, or to just enjoy the beauty of nature. But because of this book, I realized that I don't have to be in a hurry all the time. I don't have to be on the go, trying to just get to my next move. If I just breathe, just take a slow walk at a slow pace. Yes, we have to reach to certain places on time, but hey, walking, we don't have to run every single where that we go. So why is hurry such a problem? Comer talks about how technology, the pressure to succeed, especially being in college, and the constant ringing of social media can create that sense of urgency in everything we do. We're constantly rushing from one thing to the next, trying to meet deadlines, trying to get ahead, and check off things on our to-do list. Isn't that just so relatable? We have all of these things. I got to do this. I got to do that at this time. And it can be so rigid that we're not enjoying the beauty of our to-do list, because when our to-do list become more of a burden than a delight, that something is wrong. So we must always ensure that what we're doing is a delight to whatever we want to accomplish. And let's be real, we all fall into that trap of being in a hurry as a college students, because we have, like I said, assignments, exams, and social media notifications. Our phones always going ping. Our attention span is so short. We go from one thing to the next, and we don't even care about, really like a news article. We just read the headline. We don't care about whatever the report is saying, and we move on to the next thing because we're just always in a hurry. I like how Comer gives us a reality check, and he tells us that time, is our most precious resource, but most of us are using it like it's infinite, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing, because yes, time is short, so you want to accomplish all of your tasks, you want to do things, but at the same time, you're not going to enjoy the beauty of the task if you're just worrying about the next thing. Like, you can enjoy the present because you're so focused on the next. Even, those who are graduating, oh, what's next? What's next? That's always the mystery question that all of the graduates are being asked by people. But I always say, listen, I don't want to worry about what's next. I want to enjoy the present. I want to enjoy the beauty of now, because there's so much beauty in what is going on right now that I don't want to miss that worrying about what's next. And Como doesn't just leave us with, okay, like hurry is a problem, but he offers us some solutions too. So the term ruthless, he doesn't mean it in a sense of being harsh, or but rather he wants us to be extremely intentional and decisive in our choice to eliminate hurry in our life. So it's not just a gentle suggestion. He's like, it's about making radical choices. It's about being radically intentional to be at a pace that you're enjoying the journey of life and not just worrying about the next thing. So he talks about how we can definitely create time for solitude. Now, what does that look like? Our schedules are filled with, okay, I got to go to this class at this time. I got to study at this time. I got to meet with this person at this time. But where is solitude in our schedule? Where is that time where we're like, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes to breathe. I'm going to take 10 minutes to just lay back, just maybe read a chapter of a book, just listen to this soft music, rather than just, oh my goodness, I got to go here, I got to go there, I got to go here, there, and everywhere. Implement solitude in your schedule, whatever that looks like for you. At least 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I know sometimes we have classes back to back to back, but even during your commute from each class, how can you maximize solitude? Because in our busy lives, it's so easy to forget the power of silence and reflection. Kuma argues that solitude, that intentional time away from the noise, helps us to reconnect with ourselves and with what truly matters. It can be hard for us as college students because we're often surrounded by people, activities, and distractions. But taking even just a few minutes a day, like I said, to be alone and to reflect, it can possibly do wonders for our mental and emotional health. Now, I'm not like everyone else, and everyone is not like me, but I truly enjoy silence. Even when I'm driving on road trips, I don't play no music, hardly any music while I'm traveling. I just enjoy silence. I enjoy that time to reflect. Not everything has to be filled with noise. Not everything has to be filled with a lot of ruckus and boom, da da da, and all that different stuff. Silence, peace. Doesn't that sound good? And people just be like, when you pause for a minute, people are like, what's going on? They have to feel that. But no, enjoy solitude, enjoy peace. And not only did Como, encourage us to have those times of solitude, but also to enjoy Sabbath. Now, people may think that Sabbath is just something for religious people, but no, you can take that practice of Sabbath, setting aside a day just to pause, to selah. Classes are crazy sometimes. Life is crazy sometimes. I always tell, the students that I mentor at school, that you do not need to always be doing something. Take a day out to just relax, to do something that brings you joy, to do something that you delight in, so that your mind can reset and then you can go back to taking on the challenges of the college life. Sabbath. So a day, whether that's Monday, whether that's Tuesday, whether that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is, taking a day to say, you know what, school, I'm pressing a pause on you, and I'm going to enjoy sitting with myself. I'm just going on, and I don't even know what page that I'm even on right now. But Coma states that, when we get over busy and life is hectic and people are vying for our time, the quiet place is the first thing to go rather than our first go-to. And I just love that powerful quote. I'm going to read it again because it says, when we get over busy and life is hectic and people are vying for our time, because in college, a lot of people are going to be pulling on us, hey, let's go out to eat. Hey, let's do this. Can you come here? And the quiet place, The place where we need to be in solitude is the first thing to go. So we sacrifice our quiet time to be with people rather than we sacrificing time with people to be in solitude. And in college, we have to learn how to not sacrifice our quiet time, because at some point in time, that social battery is going to run out and we're going to start getting, we know when our social limit has reached its peak, we start to get annoyed at everything. So that's an indication that, okay, I need to pull away. I need to be in solitude. Another key aspect, like I said, he touches on is the importance of Sabbath. Like I said, we need to take a day of rest where we can recharge, reconnect with what really matters, and remember that life isn't just about what we achieve, it's about being. So, like it says, that it's not just about checking off something that, okay, I did this, I did that. But no, it's about being. How are you being in the moment? How are you acting? Or what is the return of investment of all of this hurry that you are doing? This is just so good. So it's not a rule that, okay, like Saturday is my day to not do anything. No, rather see Sabbath as a gift. See it almost like a right that I get to take this day off, because I can reconnect and I can read my favorite book, watch whatever good shows that I would like to watch. This idea is so freeing, especially for students who feel like they're always chasing the next thing. Taking a day off isn't about being lazy. So don't feel as if because you're not doing anything quote unquote productive when as it relates to school that you're being lazy. No, but it's about honoring the rhythms of the rest that we all need. Listen, if you ask any, CEO of a big company, they will probably tell you that they have times of rest as well, because it doesn't make sense just to go on like the Energizer Bunny and then you're exhausted, and then the task that you want to accomplish, you're not able to accomplish it well because you're so strained by being on the go all the time. Take that time to reset. Now, like I said, this book has definitely made me reflect on my own life where I've always been on the go, but learning to take that time out just to sit still has definitely been rewarding. So, what are some practical tools that you can take away from this book? The first thing is to set intentional boundaries. This means saying no to things that do not align with your values or contribute to your sense of purpose and success. For example, that may mean setting aside social media for a period of time or not overcommitting to extracurricular activities. Let me tell you, being in college and going into extracurricular activities, you're not going to get a browning point. You're not going to get a medal at the end of that. So make sure that the extracurricular activities that you're engaging in is going to benefit you personally, and not just you're looking for some, recognition at the end of it, or to be this person or that person so people can cheer you on and say, oh, look at you, you're so involved in other things. No. Am I joining this thing for selfish ambition, or am I really joining this to gain something that will benefit me in the long run? Because boundaries are definitely key for maintaining peace in your life. You don't just want to be overcommitting yourself and then nothing gets your attention because you're here, there, and everywhere. Another aspect that he touches on is the importance, like I said, of practicing that Sabbath. And another key takeaway is to simplify your routine. That could mean decluttering your physical space or decluttering your schedule. Maybe you have too many to-do lists and you may want to shave that down, look at that and say, okay, am I doing too much? That's what us young people say. You doing too much. So yeah, look at your schedule. See how best you can shave that down. What is the priority for today? What are the top three things that I want to accomplish today? And then that's how you shave off your to-do list. So start with your priorities. What is the main priority for today? And then you continue to go down so that you can declutter your schedule. One of my favorite quotes of this book is that our worth is not tied to what we do. It is tied to who we are. So all of the things that we do, it's not tied. So our worth is not tied to what we do. Like the quote says, it's tied to who we are. So who are you beyond going here, there, and everywhere. Who are you beyond being the president of a certain club? Who are you beyond, getting an A on that test? Who you are and looking at that is definitely important so that you won't tie your worth to just, oh, I got to do this, I need to do this, and having a 10 million things on your to-do list. So before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question. What's one thing you can do today to eliminate hurry from your life? Maybe it's setting aside 30 minutes for silence, taking a break from screens to enjoy a walk. Whatever it is, start small and be ruthless. Be intentionally, radically intentional about protecting that space for yourself. Remember that slowing down is a radical choice in a world that encourages us to rush. So I hope that you enjoyed today's episode and gained something valuable that can help you on your college journey. You don't have to be in a rush. You can slow down, enjoy life, enjoy the beauty that this life has to offer, enjoy the beauty of your journey. If you're about to graduate college, yes, looking at your future is definitely important, but don't be so caught up in the future that you forget and you don't enjoy the beauty of the now. So until next time, guys, stay tuned, share this with somebody because we're ruthlessly eliminating hurry from our lives. See you.